Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and it's Brick Haul O'Clock! With our first brick haul of the new channel, Brick Haul O'Clock, but by no means our first haul, of course. This being number, 181? What? Never thought they'd last this long. But they're in their new home on a separate channel now to satisfy the all-knowing YouTube algorithm. Now, I think I preferred it when I had all of my videos on one channel, but I haven't tried it yet, so we'll give it a chance. But essentially, I'm having to split my content across two channels, as I say, to satisfy the YouTube algorithm. With only a subset of people interested in haul videos, it kind of brings down the potential for future growth. And if we're going to be starting Brick Nottingham 2.0, I want to give myself the best chance possible to focus on 100,000 subscribers. So this video isn't monetized currently because I don't have 1,000 subscribers at time of filming. So do subscribe below. Do also subscribe to my main channel, Robin Hood Bricks, of course. We'll be doing all sorts of stuff in the old city before we get on to starting a brand new Lego room news incoming soon. So yeah, the first challenge with this channel is to get enough viewing hours to get remonetized. So yeah, do watch it right to the end. Maybe watch it twice. Cool. Right, so today we have got two packages from bricklink.com and we've got two things sent in by subscribers. So I think that is where we should start. And the first one looks like it's from the US of A with a lovely seal in wax on the back. So I'm going to get into that and try and not put little bits of wax all over my desk. Here we go. And we have a lovely letter. Okay, it's typed. It says draft 2 on the top. Obviously draft 1 went wrong. That's very much my style. Dear Robin Hood Bricks, apologies in advance for any errors. I'm writing from my pride and joy, a Smith's Corona Galaxy 2. Must be the typewriter. I will try to correct as much as I can. But I digress. I go by Moon mostly. I am a huge fan of the channel and have been for many years. I just wanted to say you're one of my joys in an otherwise mundane life. For this, I thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. Anyway, I've found an official Lego part that's strange. It is part 191767 and 191764. They come from set 4336 from 1980, the early days of Lego. Sure featured a lot of wacky pieces, didn't they? To Mrs. Hood, I just wanted to say I hope you're doing well. I think my letter is running a tad long, so I'll try and wrap it up soon. You probably have stuff to do that doesn't involve my ramblings. A little about me. As I mentioned, I'm Moon. I'm from the US, and I also am studying to pursue my dream of becoming an architect. I think I'm done now. Sincerely, Moon. P.S. I have a dad joke for you. Why can't T-Rexes clap? Because they're extinct. Boom, boom. I apologise. Brilliant. Well, I'm going to have to check out that part. I don't know all the sets by number from 1980, but we'll be putting those on screen, I'm sure. Yeah, very good. Thanks for that letter. Well, I just paused recording to check out what Moon was talking about there. And essentially, yeah, it's a Scala mirror set that it seems you can insert into it some pictures of, well, cats and dogs, which is very interesting because technically, I think this is the point he was getting at, was that essentially I could use official Lego parts, being those pictures in my city, though I'm not sure that's quite the feel I'm going for with Brick Nottingham, but they definitely are very strange indeed. So thanks very much for your letter. Moving on to the second one. This one is from the UK. And if you want to send something to the channel, to a future brick haul, you can, to the PO Box address, which is also in the description of this video. We have a letter. Oh, we have a lovely minifigure. Oh, wow. I was thinking of getting this, but never did. So that is a very good choice. I don't know if I mentioned it before. Hiyo, Robin. You mentioned in a recent haul, oh yeah, I must have done, wanting one of these, but not knowing where you'd put it. I had two doing nothing, so I thought I'd send you one and say how much I enjoy your videos. Oh, that's lovely. I'm currently making my way through your Brick Haul playlist. Right, well, the first 180 were in one place and the rest will be here. Due to lack of space, I'm living my city dreams through you at the moment, Michael. Well, that is exactly what my channel is for. For those of us who don't have the space or the finances to have a Lego city, you can live vicariously through me. The only way I can afford it is by doing these videos. I don't make any money off this at all. But there we go. This is the figure which Michael has so generously sent in. It is the Tasmanian Devil. Wow! So this was always my favourite character on the cartoons, but essentially I thought, how on earth am I going to use this guy in my city? And I still don't know, but he could be an advert, couldn't he, on a billboard or something like that? And he's got a pie and a chicken leg because he's always eating stuff. But the thing I really wanted to do, let's clear some space, was... Oh, that's a really rubbish attempt, but that is as well. How can I get this thing spinning? No, that's not very good either. Is there a technique to this? Or am I just rubbish? I don't seem to be able to make Taz spin. Anyway, there he is. A wonderful big hatchet-mouthed monster from Down Under. Bonza! Cool, so that is absolutely great. Thank you so much for that, Michael. And I think now we should plough into my Bricklink boxes. So I'm going to do this one. I thought one end was sabotage for opening. And it is this end. Now the... Ooh, golly, got some nice stickers there. Now this haul was labelled with the phrase Ray and 3 figures. And that's because, well, there should be a stingray in here and 3 very interesting figures. But before I get onto those, I'm going to start with these protected stickers. Well, just protected, I think. So we've got quite a... Let me just get rid of all this packaging. So we've got quite a selection of stickers here. The first 2 from some Jurassic Park sets. And I got these because they've kind of got the same theme in common, which is this bio sign, or Biosyn, which must be the company that does all of the genetics and cloning in those movies. And I just thought, well, with this many ones, this one with the sort of roof one, but you could use that for anything, and these 2 smaller ones for boxes from the set 76951, Pyroraptor and Dilophosaurus Transport from 2022, probably mispronounced that, and these ones, I could really get a business going with loads of signage. So this one has got the clear backed and these 2 side ones, oh, and lots of pictures of dinosaurs and so on. And this one came from the 76949 Giganotosaurus and Therizinosaurus attack from 2022, which is also very hard to say. And wouldn't you know, the dinosaurs got out again. I mean, it always happens in these sets. It's absolutely ridiculous. Their success ratio is 0 for like thousands. I mean, you would have thought just sometimes they'd manage to actually contain the dinosaurs. Anyway, that is a very scary looking pair of dinosaurs, and they're not just scary to pronounce. But we've got some good genetic screens as well that don't have too much dinosaurage on them. So I should be able to use those for any sort of science lab as well. But yeah, anyway, so they were relatively cheap actually, but we can definitely have a biosign building in the city in the future. Here's a really jazzy set of stickers, and they're incredibly cheap, which is why I got them. Got lovely little ones like I used on my skateboard shop window that I can use all over the place. And this one maybe not for a game itself, because I think it's a bit too big for a 2x4 tile, but maybe for a sign or something. But the main thing was the sort of iconography of these jets flying by on the side of what was the J Avatar arcade pod, set 71715 from 2020. Because I reckon that these ships almost look like Buzz Lightyear's ship, or maybe something from the Alien Defense Unit or something like that. And I could do some sticker surgery and kind of cut, say, along there and along there or something like that, maybe square off the top and the bottom, and make my own sort of sticker, maybe 2x4 tile sized or something like that, that looks really cool. And 2 of them for, I don't know, a vehicle or a base or some flyer or goodness knows what. And if I do it in the Ninjago city, I could even use that one near it as well. Maybe it's the middle sticker. So maybe that's got these jets kind of flying out one way and flying out the other on a great big sign. Anyway, that was my theory. Play around with that. It cost me about 30 pence. So I thought, yeah, let's do that. And then, look at this. This is really awesome. It shows you've got to kind of look in every catalogue or other category in Bricklink when you're in a store, because I never would have even known this existed, because this came from a Technic set, 42106 Stunt Show Truck and Bike from 2020. And, well, look at it. It's just perfect. What could I possibly use it for? What use possibly could these stickers be for? Maybe a stunt show. Yeah, that's a good idea. So this one has got loads of flames and skulls and stunt show written everywhere. So if ever I'm going to do a stunt scene and maybe do a sort of monster truck rally or something like that in a big stadium with loads of mud flying around, then surely these will be absolutely vital. We've even got some different sort of tread plate stickers in there as well. So I'm exceedingly happy with this one. So yeah, who knew that existed? Not me, that's for sure. So I'm exceedingly happy to have that in my collection. Right, so they were the stickers. They weren't mentioned. We said Ray and 3 people, didn't we? Let's see if I can find the Ray. There's the Ray. Now this Ray is the special Ray, because there's been a few, obviously, for the undersea sets and so on. But this is the sort of iridescent nosed and sort of spotted one in its lovely sand blue colour with these lovely head markings that was in the Avatar sets. Well, I say sets, it was actually a single set. It was exclusive to the 75577 Mako submarine from 2023, which is a very good-looking, chunky, sort of military-esque sub, isn't it? But I absolutely loved this. As soon as I saw it, I thought, yep, need that. And it wasn't available on Lego Bricks and Pieces, at least every time I looked. So I had to go to Bricklink to try and find it. But wow, I'm really glad I did, because we want as much variety as possible in our deep sea cabinet, and I just love that. I'm going to have to make sure it's somewhere where it picks up the light and reflects back, because that is the best part. It looks a bit dull like that, but like that it looks lovely. So very nice. There is the Ray. Might as well finish off this bag while we're at it. I think I just ran out of orange lights and some certain plates and so on. Now this is interesting. This is one of the sort of yellow notes from some of the Troll sets, wasn't it? Including 41253, Lonesome Flats Raft Adventure from 2020. And it was long suggested that I get a couple of these notes, and there's a clef as well and things like that for decorating my Jazz Club 3D sign. And I had the clefs, but basically they didn't look as good. I thought I wanted notes, so it looked like they were coming out of the saxophone or something. So they're quite hard to get. It seems they're in demand. So essentially there's one. I can't remember if I've got another one already or if another one's coming, but I need a pair because it's a two-sided sign, of course. So whatever I do on one side, I want to do on the other. So that is what that's for. That should augment that, make it even better. Hey, is this printed or a sticker? Oh, it's printed. I was going to say this is in good condition and on straight, but there's a reason for that. It's printed. So this is the cave painting of a woolly mammoth on the plains in the olden days, because it's from the Flintstones set 21316 from 2019, where it's on the inside, of course, behind the ladies there on the sofa. And I just thought this would be a really good prehistoric piece of art, either for a museum, or I was actually thinking as one of the possessions of the cavemen that I'm going to be putting on top of my mammoth when I finally get round to that project that I got quite a few brick hauls ago, because I want to have loads of people. Maybe they came through one of those sort of portals through time and space, who knows, but I want them to be riding their mammoth, well, looking for a place to live in Brick Nottingham, I suppose. So I thought that could just be one of their chattels with their stone clubs and all the rest of it. Right, on to the minifigures. Well, this one is clearly very brand new, and it is Wonder Woman! No less, it's the exclusive Wonder Woman. Exclusive to everyone who bought one. Yes, but you did have to buy the Superheroes, the Awesome Guide book to get one. And I don't really know I want a Wonder Woman. I suppose Mrs. Hood might try and pinch it, actually, but she's already got at least one, or maybe two, because I think she's got the gold Wonder Woman as well that I bought her. It's about the only thing she's interested in when it comes to Lego. But this one is definitely for me, because I was looking through all the Wonder Women, and most of them have got a lot of skin showing. And it's not that I'm a prude and I don't want skin showing. It's just the fact that I like to use yellow skin for absolutely everyone in my city. So I don't have any of these flesh tones. So I wanted a Wonder Woman that basically I had a head and hands that I could change out, and there's no other flesh on the rest of her body. So usually she's wearing her sort of, corseted top for leaping around a lot more easily in. So this one is perfect for me. And why do I want a Wonder Woman? Well, I don't really, but I did get a very nice Wonder Woman motorcycle. And I thought, well, I can't really have anyone else riding that, can I? So I kind of need a Wonder Woman to ride my Wonder Woman motorcycle. So that's why I've got it. And she's got her lasso of truth. something I didn't know about, but I was reliably informed from Mrs. Hood, who this is her idol. Oh no, it's Firestar really that's her idol, but this one's second. So yeah, very nice figure and very yellow uppable, if that's a word. So there we go. So that's number one, and here are the other two in here. Now the second one, also brand new, still attached to the packaging, is this. The Hammerhead keychain from Atlantis. And I don't usually collect the keychains, of course, apart from when they are Atlantis based, because, well, I used them to actually have the cabinet keys on them for my cabinet. And you can see that I've got quite a collection of them already. I think there's a couple of divers as well. I'm not that fussed about them. I'm all about the beasties, and there's none better than this guy with his eyes about 2 feet apart and his lovely teeth in his mouth. And yeah, he looks great. He's even got a hint of a shark fin on the back. So I'm going to add him to those keys. So I'll actually have 5 key rings and 2 keys. That's about the right ratio, isn't it? But yeah, he's lovely. I've got him in minifigure form already for the inside of the cabinet. So that will be sweet. For the bottom level, of course. Is he going to stand up? No! And the last one is, or the last minifigure at least, is this one. So this is the character called Stripe, who is from Gremlins, of course, specifically the 71256 Team Pack Gremlins from 2016. And this was a suggestion to the channel. Ooh, golly, he's got those goat legs. Yeah, they're all kind of creepy. They creep me out whenever I see them. Yeah, he was a suggestion to the channel that I get this to represent the monster on the wing from the Twilight Zone episode Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, where basically there's a beastie on a plane wing as the passengers are being flown to their destination. And he's kind of ripping out all the electronics and destroying the plane, soon to send it to its doom, of course, and the passenger on the inside doesn't know whether he's hallucinating or if it's really happening, so he's having a bit of a panic. I think it's William Shatner, isn't it, who's the guy on the inside. Anyway, I thought that was quite a good idea, so yeah, I thought I'd get Stripe to represent that and maybe stick him on one of the wings of one of my planes in my ceiling of my Lego room and give him some wires or something in his hand that he's ripping through. So yeah, he's perfect for that. And this guy looks in great condition. Yeah, very good. Not damaged at all. And he's quite hard to get. I was looking on eBay, but they're very expensive. Anyway, so I think I'll do that. I'll give you your bedoying for that wonderful idea. Whoever that was, you know who you are. Well done. I'll be putting that in the city forthwith. So we have our 3 minifigures and our Ray. Let's go on with the rest of the order. Oh, and our 4th gifted one from Michael, of course, which I do love. Ideas for that, using that productively in the city. These were mere pennies. And a nice purple colour, and I thought I could make some sort of weird coral out of it with kind of square tentacles, all coming up like that way, really, rather than that way. So I just got a load of those. That was really to play around with. What's in this one? I've got quite a few parts for, no, I can't really tell you, actually. A project there that should be upcoming. That's good fun. There's a few projects I definitely want to get done before we move to Brick Nottingham 2.0, but the good news with that regard is it's going to be a while because, well, the builders have got to do their work for a start first. So I got 4 of these kind of, I don't know what you'd call those, almost like drum pieces in this grey, and it was because I wanted to recreate a little kind of what's it called, polybag set, 952210 Robbie Roller's Steam Roller, which is a good rhyme, and it's a very nice little small roller. You can get the really big ones and stuff, but I kind of like things when they do everything the bigger one does but in a smaller space, because then I can cram more stuff into my city, diversity and density satisfied. And I thought when I looked at that set I'd get it, but then I realised I had pretty much every single part for it apart from these kind of cylinder pieces that make up the 2 rollers themselves. So I thought if I just get 4 of these pieces, I can build that myself. So that is what I've done. Saving money. Oh yeah. And then there's that with some other pieces. It's this one. It was another way of saving money, really. I realised that I had a lot of these weird sort of, I don't know, hinged panel pieces from all of those video sets, because I like the minifigures, but you got a lot of very hard to use useless parts. And I realised that in this light aqua colour, I had, what did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or something. And if I had 8, or maybe I had 4 and I needed 2 more to make 6. Whatever it is, I was too shy of basically being able to make a railway wagon using these as the side bits. So if you think about set 60336 Freight Train from 2022, there's one made with the dark turquoise pieces like this. And I thought, although I've got that one, I could do a kind of sister one right next to it, just with a different colour, with very few additional parts that I didn't have already. So I needed 2 of those, one of those, and a couple of minor parts, and then I can do that as well. Still need to stick something in the original, so now I've got 2 problems of what to fill it with. I was thinking bicycles for one, because I've got probably too many of those. Loads of brown tiles, some with studs on, some not, jumpers and all the rest of it. That's to do lots of mud around the farm and in another wagon. Got some green headlight bricks. Oh yes, I remember what that's for. That's the cargo for another new rail wagon. We've got loads and loads more rail coming because I want to break that world record, of course. And then got some more standard grey plates and modified bricks with a stud on the side. What else have we got? Some more parts for this thing that I'm not telling you about. That can go on there. 3x3 plates. All of these are for specific builds. I just can't remember when it's just these generic parts. Some nice 3x3 plates, they're quite useful. And, oh, I do remember what these are for. Some white window frames. So I can add some more cinema advert sort of advert boards out, you know, with the upcoming releases sort of thing, coming soon type things. Essentially, I've got a few stickers on sticker sheets over the halls that I just need to display, really. So I thought I'd have these everywhere where there's a gap in between buildings or something, displaying an upcoming feature at the Palace Cinema, or at the one that's being renovated, of course, as we speak, near the supermarket. Cool, so that is Brick Hall order number 1, and it was mainly about the minifigures, which I think have been a massive success. He's never going to stand up, is he? No. I'm looking forward to putting her on her bike. I'm looking forward as well to putting Stripe on the aircraft, and the Ray is absolutely gorgeous. Some stickers and some parts for projects, but we're not finished. We do have our second box as well, and this is smaller, and that's because it is more precious. It is quite an extravagance, but I thought I wanted to do it because it was cool. So here we go. Let's get into this. Oh, I didn't do a very good cut there. I had to tear it. And it is, dun, 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 Vincent Van Gogh and his painting, The Starry Night. So you'll all be aware of the set 21333, Vincent Van Gogh, The Starry Night from 2022. But on the front there, you could get the actual character himself. Oh, he's come with a tile, which is a ticket. That's odd. I don't know why that's included, but anyway, I'll take it. Use it in my fairground. Yeah, there's the character, and he is rather fabulous with his... I love the fact that his jacket and trousers are done with the sort of impressionist style that is very Vincent Van Gogh. So I absolutely adore that. And if I'm going to have him in my city, there's 2 things I need. One is the painting itself, so I can have him doing it, basically, making it in some quiet area somewhere, maybe looking at the harbour of Brick Nottingham. Well, I say 2 things. The second thing I need is yellow skin, but I also need 2 more things, which are, that I already got on a Bricks and Pieces order, the blue palette and the blue paintbrush. So there we go. He's absolutely ready to go. But he does need yellow hands and a yellow face. And it's kind of a shame not to use this with that lovely vivid orange beard. But yeah, he just won't fit in my city if he's got that. So I was looking through all of my collection of what to use to replace this head with. And the best one that I came up with was either this, which looks right, but it's not very vivid orange. It doesn't really go with his head so much. So I thought, let's get a Viking. No, I thought the Viking's head would be perfect. So I'm just going to cannibalize that for now, because you can't really see it underneath that huge beard. But check that out. Oh yeah, that has got to be perfect, hasn't it? So let's try this on. Come on, hair, come off. There we go. Oh, I was right. Look at that. It's yellow-skinned Vincent Van Gogh. And he looks even more angry, if anything. That is absolutely great. So what do you think of that? Yeah, I can definitely put him in my city. So obviously I need to add some yellow hands, but he is practically there. So what a wonderful haul. We have got a very Generous to myself, Vincent Van Gogh, artist with painting. A lovely Ray, lovely figures, lovely gifts to the channel. A nice letter from Moon Moon. And thank you very much to him and Michael for their contributions. Loads of stuff for loads of projects. Very cool. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome brick hauls. Do also subscribe to the main Robin Hood Bricks channel, where we'll be doing videos using all of these wonderful pieces, of course. And if you value these channels, there are many ways in which you can support them. Do click on the links in the description below. Thanks again to Moon Moon and Michael for their contributions to the video. And if you want to send something to a future brick haul, you can by sending it to the usual address. But until the next haul on this channel next Wednesday, or the next video on the main channel on Friday, it's goodbye from me. So, see you! Now, which is the favourite of these minifigures? So difficult. It might be Vincent. It might be, but then the gremlin?